Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you 3 do-it-yourself, simple and easy spring Easter trays. You can incorporate these designs anywhere in your home to fit your space.
Okay, let's start out with this beautiful tray or basket. I did get this from HomeSense, I think in the clearance section. So I got it for something like $6.99. I think it was just like end of season. So I want to start with that first. And let's do some spring and kind of Easter mix decorating here. So I think I want to start out with something in the back. So probably something floral. So I want to start with that little riser or a trivet, but I'm going to use it as a riser. So I'm going to set that back there. And I'm going to look for something to go there with some floral, I think. Okay, so I love using pictures in these type of vignettes. So I just added one that you've seen previously before, and I did thrift this one. And I decided to add some of these really pretty white little beads. It's a nice little floral pick. They were $4.99 and I did get them from Michael's, and that was buy one, get one free. I really love the spring look of them, very fresh green and this beautiful little white flowers. So I'm going to pop those in there. There are 3 of them in there. I'm just going to hide the tag there, but I think that's really pretty and fresh. It gives you some nice height, and be warned that it does drop a lot. Very pretty, but it's a little messy. Okay, so let's get something else in this tray. All right, so I want to add some more texture here and not just have the basket as is. So I have this little doily. Had it for a long time, so I like hanging it off the edge like that. So I'm just gonna pop that in there. That looks pretty. Okay, and I want to add something back here. So I'm just gonna slide that over a little bit. And when I think of spring, I like to add things like rabbits and floral, obviously. Nice and light colors because everything is coming alive. So I think of birds and birdhouses, and I'm just going to check my stash and see what I can find. I think I want something a little bit taller back here. All right, so I found this sweet little birdhouse. It's just a raw edged little birdhouse. I like the little metal legs on it. And it was just in my craft stash, so I thought that might look really cute there. So I just pop it in there, and the color goes really, really nice with the basket. I think it plays off well there. So I just pop that in there. I think that looks really cute. And now I need something over here. So I'm just gonna fix that. And let me see what I can find for that. So even though I love thrifting and I find a lot of items, sometimes you have to add things from other stores. So this little bunny, this little fellow, was $12.99, and I was looking for this type of rabbit. So he's the green moss one, and I thought, oh wow, he'll go perfectly with this floral. Okay, so I have this gap here. I was thinking of putting a candle, which is pretty typical, but I wanted something different because I'm thinking this will probably go on my kitchen table. So I did thrift this beautiful, almost like milk glass bowl, and I thought I'd pop that in there. And I like to balance that color. See, there's kind of the white picture and this white here, so it kind of plays off each other. And I need to fill this with something. So I was looking at my stash and I forgot that I got all these cute little, they're fabric little carrots. So they come in different designs and styles. And this year I picked up these gorgeous eggs from Walmart. So they have this beautiful one with the gorgeous texture, and they also have the gingham ones. So I think I'm going to use these in this pretty bowl. So I'm just going to arrange that. And I'm just going to add them in there. sorry, the tags are still on there, but they came in a big package. And I just loved how this all works together. See the different textures and the style, the stripes, and this kind of like a tweed pattern. So I'm just gonna add these eggs, make it very neutral. I'm gonna add one more carrot right in the middle here. Let's remove that tag. There we go. And add a couple more eggs just to finish this out. I think that works. I think I like that. I think that's really pretty. And that all balances out beautifully with this color scheme that I'm going with here. So I think I want something still in the bottom here. So I'm going to add a couple more of those carrots. And I love how this green really plays off beautifully with the flowers here as well. So I'm going to add another carrot here. Oops. Just fix that. There we go. And I have a couple more eggs, so maybe I'll just pop them in the bottom here. There we go. So I think that's full enough. Tell me what you think. Should I have a different color rabbit, or do you like the green one? So I thought I'd just bring this down to my coffee table while the sun is shining so beautifully today here in Ontario, Canada. We had a massive ice storm, and today the sun is shining and it's cold but beautiful. So this feels really, really nice here and looks great. Tell me what you think about this design. So moving on, this is my next tray I'm going to decorate. So I'm doing something elongated here. These are great for side tables, entryway table, even in a long dining room table. So this is just a beautiful basket tray. I thrifted this, I think, for under $7 for sure. It has a wire frame, which I really like. And I also love that you can see all the different colorations here of this rattan product. It has the nice little feet. So it's a very, very sturdy piece. All right, so let's start out with what we're going to do here. I'm going to keep it neutral, this one, because I want to play off these colors here. I got my Christmas garland, actually. Well, it can be garland for anything, but I do use it on my Christmas tree. So it says natural garland. I got that from Michael's years ago. So I kind of tied a little bit of knot just to give a little different interest here. And I just kind of wound it like this instead of keeping it straight. And I did another knot here. So I have a couple pieces hanging out, which I'll probably kind of just tuck it in here, or I just might leave it hanging out. Let's build it and see what we'll do with this. But this is how I have this right now. Okay, so I should have added some greenery before I put this garland down. So I just tucked one in there. This is that one I just got from dollar store. And I have another one, and I'm going to tuck it under here. But I'll do that off camera because I kind of need two hands to work with that. All right, thanks for your patience. Okay, so I stuck the other one in here. I put that kind of knot on top there. It's holding it down. And I just took those loose ends and just tucked them underneath there. I really like how this color contrast is playing here. Still kept it the same. And next I think I want to add my bigger pieces and see how that looks. So while I was shopping at HomeSense, I did find these beautiful wood spheres. Looks like they're just shaved off, but there are sections of bark showing through. So there were 3 of them in the package, and I'm just going to put all 3 of them in here. So this one has a little more bark here, so I'm going to set it there. Maybe I'll put this one over here instead. And this one doesn't have as much, but I'll put that kind of in here. So maybe like this. So they work like that. So there's that kind of knot there. I'll show you from above. Just put these on a different angle so they're not all facing the same way. So I love how these colors all play together. This kind of matches the basket, and this raw wood matches the raw garland. So it's a very woodsy-like design. So I need to add more greenery. So I think I'll do that next. So this is that green fern that I got thrifting. So again, like I took it apart and I'm just adding little pieces in some of the holes that are here. So I'm gonna add one back here, and I have another one here. Maybe I'll add it back here as well, just so there's something coming out there. Sorry about that. There we go. Give you a better angle there. All right, so I think we're missing a couple more things. I think I want to add some floral. I'm just going to check my stash, see what I have, but I want to play off of these colors and keep it more spring-like. So let me see what I have in my stash. So these beautiful little daisies, I think they match very well with the color combination that I'm doing here. So I just took one apart. I had this forever. Again, it's from Michael's. And so I added one here, one in the front here, and one little one over here. And I think I wanted to add one more back here. So let's see if I can tuck that in with one hand. There we go. So I like how the daisies play off all the colors. The centers play really nicely with all these colors here. And it gives it a little more spring-like look. All right, for this Easter one, let me know, would you use pastel colors instead of neutrals? So I'm going to use my dough bowl. Maybe some of you recognize this from a Christmas decorating dough bowl video I did a little while ago. But this is this gorgeous bowl, and I think this is what I'm going to decorate next for spring. So as you can see, there's a lot of sparkles in here because I was using it for Christmas, and I haven't used it since. So I'm just going to give it a quick little wipe down and get decorating. Okay, so these are some of the items that I think I want to use in that dough bowl. So you've seen I thrifted this already in a previous video. So I have that beautiful galvanized little watering can. I also have this galvanized little birdhouse. I got that a few years ago, I think, from HomeSense. So I like how those play off of the lavender. And I think I bought this at IKEA. Probably that's where it came from. But I like how those colors, the kind of purpley color plays off the same kind of tones of the cool tin. So I think I'm going to use those three pieces for sure. Now to fill in around the birdhouse and the watering can, I'm going to use these picks here, the little eucalyptus. So I have three of those. And then I have these really pretty lavender. I've used this in previous videos. It's just a very fine, beautiful lavender. Again, it's going to complement the stainless steel, or actually, sorry, galvanized tin. And to brighten it up, I'm going to use these little flowers here. So I like how that brightens it up there. And those I got from... So sorry, the lavender's from Michael's as well. And I think they have something like that again this year. But I picked up these really pretty stems. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but I just love the green. There's the different shades and the really pretty white flowers. And I got those from the dollar store. And they were $2.25 each. And I wish I could have found more, but I only found 2 stems. So that's what I'm using in here. I just took it apart. Oh, and also I'm going to use this rolling pin that I thrifted for $2.99. I left the sticker on because I started taking it off and it's so sticky. So I left it on. So bear with me if you see it. But I thought this would play off nicely off the wood dough bowl. Okay, so I want to start with the lavender. I think I'll put it like kind of in the middle here. I love how that plays off. It's just so pretty, plays off well off the dough bowl. And then I think I want to put the birdhouse on this side. Okay, so let's put the birdhouse in there. It's kind of cute there. Tuck that in the middle. I think that goes well. And let's tuck in this really nice watering can. So I like how this plays off of this. That works perfectly. Okay, so let's put these in next. So they'll be our filler in a way. So I'm gonna tuck one in the side here. So it hangs off the edge there, really pretty. I'll put another one on this side to balance it out. There we go. And the third one, I'm just gonna tuck in the middle here. So that just kind of plays off there. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that in here. And I love how the wood on wood looks along with the galvanized tin there. So I did this off camera. I just rearranged this. I spread some of these out a little bit because I wanted to just cover that a little bit. So now let's start filling. So there's some couple little spaces here where I want to add some color and to liven up this dough bowl here. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the lavender. It's all these little pieces like this. Really, really cute. Those are from the dollar store. Pardon me, those were from Michael's. So I'm just going to tuck them in here and there. Love how that plays off of the tin. Let me know in the comments what you think of that combination of color. Okay, so let's keep on adding more of that. I'm going to add another one over here. There we go. I love how that falls off the bowl. And let's just keep on adding. I really love how that looks. And I'm going to use these all. I think I have 8 pieces. So I'm kind of, as you see, I'm just flowing through the bowl like that. I'm going to tuck some over here too. I love how it falls nicely. It's really, really pretty that way. I didn't have to do anything with it. Let's tuck another one under here. There we go. I love how it falls over top of the rolling pin there. Okay, so I just fiddled with it a little bit more, adjusted a few of these, and kind of filled in here a little bit. I think this looks really, really pretty. Let me know what you think, if I should be using a different type of flower to go with this. Okay, so what I like to do is kind of go with the same lavender together. So it kind of brightens up the lavender a bit, and just add a few of these in. Just gives a little extra pop of spring. Just gonna tuck another one in here. There we go. So you can see right away, it brightens it up. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on going with this and continue to add more. So I added the white off camera. Like I said, sometimes you need 2 hands to fiddle with greenery. So you can add more or less, whatever works for you. And so I added a few together here to give it like a little bunch and to kind of complete this end. I just added one in the front, and I added a few together here in the middle, so it kind of balances that out. I tucked a couple in here, kind of make the focal point of the birdhouse. I added just a little bud in the front, and I added a couple here. So let me know in the comments. Are these the colors you would use with the galvanized birdhouse and watering can? Also, do you feel this is spring-like? So here's the other look. These are the flowers that I used throughout the base here. I just tucked in a little vase that I thrifted, and I added those. So let me know, which one do you like better? The one with the lavender or this one here? Please give me a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Share with your friends. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.